2001 Ford F-250. She's got the big nasty, the 7.3 diesel. Disclaimer, I did not plagiarize the use of the term big nasty. I felt the need to include that because I just watched a Torque Test Channel video where they did a review on an impact driver called Big Nasty. Customer states that they filled the AC system with refrigerant and the AC still does not work. So let's fire up the AC and see what's going on. To the service stall we go. Agreed, it's making hot air come out, and I dislike the hot air. No, powering down. There's that phone. Popping the hood. Let's see what the dealio is here. Hello, oil burner. Alright, there's our compressor. Now it's still powered on. Let's see if we got power coming to this compressor. First, we gotta get this connector out of here. Unconnect now, please. There we go. All right, forgive the noise of all the explosions. I hope the audio comes out okay. We got the meter here. Negative lead is on the battery ground, which is good. We're setting up for voltage, and we're just gonna see if we've got power and ground here at the connector. Let's see how this is gonna work out. Here's my proby bit. We have no volts, and we also have no volts. Okay, let's move our negative side over to positive, and we'll see if we have a ground at that connector. There we go. Meter testing. We do have a ground. One side is grounded. Check the other side. Okay, both sides are showing a ground. Well, they were concerned that the compressor was bad because they said they just charged it. So let's go ahead and start over, and let's verify that in fact it does have a charge, and then we can continue with the meter if necessary. This thing is loud. I'm powering it down. You guys can't hear anything I'm saying. That's just not okay. Alright, machine. Let's just see if we in fact do have any refrigerant in this thing. I'm opening the valve. We should see pressure on the high side gauge. No, nothing. Okay. That slightly changes the dynamic of what we're doing here, doesn't it? Go and plug that in. Okay, so while that machine's powering on, I'm gonna go in here with a multi-LED black light, and we're gonna look for any presence of ultraviolet dye. The camera doesn't do it justice, but this light is super purple. I mean, it's black light. What do you want? All right, let's see. I see no dye here. If we see dye, it's gonna show up as a bright green color. Nothing here, nothing here, nothing here. All right. Compressor, how you doing? No dye here, nothing here. It may not have any in the system. Very real possibility. Let's check our low side fitting. We have to go in here anyway with the AC machine. Let's see, I do see some dye in there. See how it's glowing kind of greenish blue? Considering that that's a service valve, that doesn't mean much. I don't think that the responsibility of this leak is just on the service valves, because it has almost no refrigerant in it. There was some. I did see the gauge come up when I hooked up the low side. So let's recover what's in here. You guys know the drill. You've seen enough of these. But we're not going to find service valves this time. There's something else going on. I'll be back when this thing's done. Shouldn't take long. Don't go anywhere. Oh, okay, it's done. That really didn't take long at all. Yeah, no pressure. Recover anyway. Now, let's go ahead and vacuum it down. That's going to take 10 minutes. It's going to pull the system into a vacuum. It's going to hold that vacuum, and then I can go watch these gauges, and if I see these gauges coming up on pressure outside of a vacuum, then we know there's for sure a leak, and we're gonna have to find it. So I may have to end up installing some dye and then waiting for it to present itself and then ultraviolet lighting it. But we'll see. I'll be back in 9 minutes and 48 seconds. All right, 15 minutes have passed. Our leak test passed. We're still holding 29.9-ish inches vacuum. We're not seeing this gauge move. I've been checking on it every couple of minutes. Let's go ahead and install a charge in this machine, or in this truck, and see if the compressor comes on. Charging. No. Hope you can see it. The specified amount for F series, something, looks like it's 2 pounds, 10 ounces. It's gonna be the smaller one because this is a single cab pickup, not an excursion, expedition, etc. So 2 pounds, 10 ounces, that's what we're gonna do. Do not save. So we'll set it to ounces. So it's 1632, 42 ounces. Charging now. Reading tank weight, do not disturb. I like that it's a little snowflake. Oakley dokley, the charge has been installed. Let's see if this thing's gonna function or not. Powering on engine now, starting. Okay, it's loud again. Aha, look at that. The compressor clutch has engaged. It should be cooling. Proper terminology would be transferring heat. It should be transferring heat out of the cabin and up to the condenser. Get in there. Get in there. There you go. More steam. While we cool off inside, let's check the pressures out here. Acceptable, 170, 45, 35, 40. Okay, that's okay. We're all right there. A little low considering how much heat and humidity we have today. We'll see how it performs once it cools off inside a little bit. Okay, let's visit our thermal meter, see what we got here. Center vent temp at idle, what, 54, 55 degrees. That's not bad at all, especially for today's heat and humidity. It would cool off driving down the road if we had a little bit more airflow over the condenser. Okay, so where we're at now is I let the guy know he's waiting on this, but I let him know that we found it completely empty, and we re-verified with the customer that he did in fact put some refrigerant in with the little cans, you know, you get at Walmart. So whatever he put in, it all leaked out. So he's gonna let us know in a minute, because like I said, the guy's waiting and he just thought he was gonna stop in and we're just gonna figure out what it is and it's gonna work again. So he's gonna let us know in a minute what the next course of action is gonna be. Are we gonna let this ride the way that it is, or am I going to throw some dye in there and see if I cannot find the leak? So I'll let you guys know in a minute. So this situation is just incredibly frustrating for me. The customer knew it had a leak. They refilled it themselves. The system never worked. It came in. I informed them that it was empty, indicating that whatever they put in leaked out. Told them that I charged it. The system works again, but it has a leak and we need to find it because all of this refrigerant is going to soon leak out of the system, thus rendering it inoperative. Aha, and the survey says negative. We're not going to do anything else. No service valves. No dye, no leak detection procedure. He said as long as it's making cold, he's fine. I don't know how long it's going to continue to make cold, but hey, I don't make those decisions. Maybe it's a time thing, who knows. Either way, we're all done here. I know it's loud again, sorry. And to make matters even worse, the customer called back, I think about a day or two later, complaining that the AC wasn't working again and then wanted us to fix it. And I'm actually livid over that because the circumstances of the callback were as if something that we had done had failed and caused the system to no longer function. Which kills me because I made it explicitly clear that this system was going to fail, stop performing, and that the refrigerant was going to leak. And that everything that I was doing at this current point in time was just a complete waste of effort. Despite all that, they simply decided that regassing it the first time was good enough and that it was just going to magically work from that point forward. It's just frustrating when you present irrefutable facts and evidence and people still make the inappropriate decisions. I was hoping this was going to have a little bit more diverse content than what we came up with today, but I am at the whims of the universe and things are just beyond my control. So I'm gonna stop rambling now. I'm all donezo. We're gonna go ahead and back this out. You guys are gonna pick it up in a moment. We're gonna get out of here. As always, I'd like to thank you guys for watching my video. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, you know the drill. Let me know about that by tapping that like button down below. Drop me a comment or two while you're down there, and if you have not already done so and are so inclined to, please feel free to tap that subscribe button as well. That way you will not miss out on any of my future content. So again, and as always, thank you for watching, and most importantly, do not forget to have yourselves a great day. See you guys later. Bye.